This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
It's time for the JJO Morning Show 640 Sex Fix. Talk dirty to me, please.
Who's the mystery sponsor today?
All right. The Sex Fix brought to you by Beach House Lashes. Go to beachhouselashes.com. Get your lashes lifted and tinted, or maybe get your brows dyed. I love my brows. I'm glad I did that.
I always know what major purchase you made the week of the Sex Fix by who the mystery sponsor is, like the tire outlet. Wow. I know you got tires.
I wouldn't say it was a major purchase because that's why they're the sponsor.
Exactly. My point. Yes.
You know.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Stop shouting at us.
We're screaming. We're all screaming at each other. Too early. What's going on? What's going on with you, Nandy, Melissa?
I am calling because my boyfriend just got offered a raise, like a new job with making more money, and we live in Madison, and the thing is, we would have to move to St. Louis. And it's like a decent raise for him. It's like $15,000 for the more a year.
Pretty good.
I have all my friends in Madison. I've got my job here in Madison, and I just don't know if would it be worth it to pick up and move like my whole life to St. Louis with him?
St. Louis is probably cheaper.
Yeah.
It's weird to say.
It's cheaper. Yeah.
I love St. Louis. I've had some good times in St. Louis. The downtown is quirky, though.
The downtown's cool. I was on the U-Loop, too. That was really neat. I enjoyed my time there.
It was a U-Loop.
It's just called the U-Loop. It's kind of like State Street is here.
Oh, I think I've been there. I think I've had sushi there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I super enjoyed it. And I thought the people were very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were out in Westport.
Okay.
We were at a concert there. That's where O'Fallon Brewing.
Yeah.
Where you get the pretzel beer.
I know you brought me back pretzel beer.
Wait.
Wait.
No, that's fun. It's like an old town. It's like its own restaurant bar district.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's like State Street a little bit. But you're doing the money. So $15,000 to go to St. Louis.
So I guess if it's cheaper, it's it's almost like a slightly bigger raise, maybe. But it's also just like I feel like I've really, I've got a whole life here, and making friends is really hard as an adult.
Yeah, but it depends. Are you broke? Are you broken? Are you struggling? Are you struggling, young lady?
Oh. I'm not struggling. I like my job. That's the other thing is that I like my job. I'm a paralegal, and I like where I work, and so it's like, okay, I guess this is what we're gonna do, but I just need.
Well, if you want to be rich, he should probably go up the ladder.
Well, how old are you, my friend?
Is it a corporate suck up, or is he going just clearly for a $15,000 move?
It's a corporate thing where I guess he would be moving up. Maybe there's potential for more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 26.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, listen. Nobody grows from being comfortable, my friend, and it's nice to get yourself out there and just you got to try the things. You got to do the things, man. Otherwise, you're going to spend your whole life going, "What if I would have moved to St. Louis with him? What would have happened?"
Right. Well, that's how you get.
And then if it doesn't work out, you know what happens? You figure it out. Everybody always figures it out.
That's true. Right.
Well, it depends on what he would get here. If you get 3% here, or 15,000 there.
What if you end up falling in love with St. Louis and it's like the greatest move of your life, and you find an amazing law firm down there and you get all nestled in and they just love you to pieces?
What if she moves there and gets murdered?
Well, that can happen here too.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Hey, I moved once.
You're terrible with anxiety, by the way.
Hey, I moved. I moved once for money, and I said I would never do it again when I went to Omaha.
Yeah.
When I left Madison for Omaha, I was mad because I physically hated the city.
Yeah.
And I clearly went for money.
It's got to be, right. There's got to be, I feel like, more than just money to motivate
But St.
you to
Louis
move
ain't
there.
Omaha either.
That's very true.
Omaha's a one-horse town. But, you know, when
And
you're
that horse is an asshole.
moving for out of anger and frustration is bad.
Okay. Yeah, this wouldn't be that.
Have you ever been to
And
St.
also-
Louis? Have you ever been there?
No, just the airport. So I don't. I have no.
That's a great answer.
idea.
That's a great answer.
So I know that I just need to give it a shot. Like maybe go there and visit.
I took in some local cuisine at the St. Louis Burger King. You know what I'm saying? And I highly recommend it.
Flame broiled.
Flame broiled. You wouldn't believe it. Is that new?
Yeah,
That's classic. Yeah.
You know, I hate the idea of just
it's-
only knowing him.
Yeah.
Like having to
Yeah.
rely so much on him.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's you're on the you're on the river, but it is lovely there and lush and green. I played around of golf there. Went to Westport. Went to a couple of concerts. What else? We went to this rotating bar downtown.
That's pretty neat.
Overlooked the stadium. That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
And then there's the little district around the ballpark. It's all the bars and the little walkway and stuff there. It's big, more traffic. So you're gonna give up your quick commute here,
Right. I feel like it'll be easier to make friends than if you were moving to I mean, I love New York City, but I could see it being harder to make friends there
in New York.
than in St. Louis.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're still got the Midwest nice thing happening with St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you do if you work out, if you do yoga, if you go to any of and especially the women's focus things, it should be pretty easy to find somebody, a group to fit in with. I would think you have a great personality. You're very sweet.
I mean, who knows?
You're like, I'm really a bitch. You
I guess I just haven't been faced with the idea of starting something new
Yeah,
for
right.
a while.
I've always moved. Well, I've moved because I've gotten fired. Most of my moves were out of necessity. It's nice to have the choice, I guess, is my point. If it's
right, but at the same time, the choice is hard.
Yeah. Leaving your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're happy where you are.
Yeah,
it's one
right.
thing to leave.
It's an elective move. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, here you go.
Well, I
But
can
also
tell you one thing I've learned from not only my own sitch, but also people around me, is that sometimes those really hard choices or whatever, they end up being the best thing that you ever did. And it's scary and it's weird.
Right.
But then when you fast forward 5 years, man, I'm glad I did
But
that.
it's scarier when you're 55.
Right.
That I can promise.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah. St. Louis. Let me see if I have some St. Louis opinions. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. So what does he do for a career?
What's he do?
Oh, he's in finance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, nobody cares. How does this affect your sex life?
Yeah, well, I know. Well, listen to me, smartass. This is a well-rounded show. We take whatever they give us to.
I'm looking to get my morning perv on here.
Yeah, I know. There's no perv here. This is not pervy, dude.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll rub the microphone on my boobs.
Oh, dude, that's hot. Oh my God, there's sparks coming off of that. Sparks coming off of that. All right, dude.
These opportunities will not last later in your life, where you are more higher up in the chain. You are more needed. You can't change this kind of crap. You'll have family. You have whatever. Take an opportunity now. It won't exist later in life.
Yeah,
I love it. That's great.
You got the rest of your life to make money.
I agree.
The rest of your life to make bad decisions. Go for it now.
Yep, I could not agree more.
I agree. It's how you open up all your opportunity.
Right. And remember, he's losing all of his friends, too, and he's starting over, too.
You can find two friends.
And by the way, do you guys have sex just so he, gets his rock off? Do you guys
good sex.
Do you guys even have sex? You have a nice bud? All right, thanks. All right, there you go, dude. Through your phone. Look at that. She likes sex. That was impressive. Hi, how's it going? We will have sex in St. Louis.
When you can buy a brand new car in 3 years with your raise, it's not a little raise. You
True.
can take the money and run.
It's true. I agree.
The last raise I got, I could buy a 6-pack in 3 years.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's because
So don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. Take that raise and run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what about like going down and
you're
visit
only 26
first?
years old.
I know.
You can come back. I mean, spend a few years down and you don't like it, come back. It's
Yeah.
not like you wasted half your life.
Very true. Look at all of us in our 40s telling her what to do. Yeah, Tim messaged in and said, why don't you go down and visit and see if you like it, maybe do some job hunting. And if you got a bad vibe, then stay in Madison. But if you're, open to it, then take the plunge.
Yeah, I think we're planning a trip. So yeah, I hadn't thought of. That's a good idea. I'm just like such a creature of habit. So just like I just need to like make myself get excited about it.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
Instead of thinking about the things you're giving up, think about the potential things that you're gaining and how you're going to grow as a person.
most people that leave Madison end up back here.
I was just going to say that. They
Isn't
come
it
back.
the way it is?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done it.
Yep.
You and I have done it.
Yep, totally.
I've done it twice. It's so weird, man. But I know it's hard to leave. It's weird. But we're not allergic to money either, so that's how you find out,
Right.
man. That's how you find out. And go to O'Fallon and get hammered when things get bad, and then you forget about being lonely and not having friends. No, you'll love it. Try it.
All right.
All right. All right.
Well,
hey.
good luck to you, sister.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're not that far away in St. Louis, so you can always come. What is it? 5 hours? It's like 5 hours.
Yeah, it's not that
It's a
far.
fast drive.
Yeah.
You're great. It's a boring drive, but it's a fast drive.
Yeah. Illinois.
Yeah, I know there's a Hooters on the way. We always stop and and find, the positives.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Not the butthole. Anything but the butthole.
Sorry.
Stick it in my ear, but not the butthole.
Squirrel.
Aliens. I thought this was kind of fascinating. We have a new survey. It's only 1,000 Americans, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Research saw 37% say they feel aliens may already be present here on Earth. I know. Is that you? Do you think that aliens walk amongst us?
Kanye.
For real?
Closest thing we have to an alien.
So from sightings of 10-foot tall aliens in Brazil to the recently refuted ET corpses found in Peru, or the Tourist Board of Kentucky beaming messages to space to invite aliens to visit, the interest and debate around alien existence continues to fascinate. Many do remain unconvinced, though. 41% of those polled agree with the notion that ET life may be walking and talking amongst us, with the remainder unsure. With the out-of-the-world findings. This is from the Talker Research. It's at wealthofgeeks.com, by the way. So when asked who they feel may currently be an alien, right? So they're like, who do you think is an alien?
Mm-hmm.
39% said that their boss is probably an alien. Dude.
My boss is an alien. Okay.
What?
Might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good?
My boss might be cheap, but I don't know if he's an alien.
An alien? 39%.
I mean,
That's crazy.
When it comes to finding talent, I think my boss is blind, but maybe he's got a little alien blood in him. I don't know, but I never get promoted. I don't know.
Isn't that wild?
Maybe it's me.
I'm like, well, maybe Tom Walker is an alien.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Good for him. He hasn't probed my butthole, so far him and I.
The one true test.
Right.
Is that why so many people think their boss is an alien? They're getting their butthole probed at work.
He's no unwanted advances in the office lately.
Lately, more than half of the 1,000 people polled believe in the existence of aliens just overall.
Right.
Somewhere out there in the universe.
Space probes.
Yeah, 53%.
I don't know if we have aliens
here
physically per se, but space probes, sure.
Men are slightly more likely than women to feel that aliens exist. That's interesting. The results show that when it comes to believing in extraterrestrial life, many Americans are open to the possibility. So is their butthole. And it seems a sizable number of people have reason to question whether their boss may be of this planet or not. Now, this is where it gets the human ego. Now, let's say if an alien race were officially to make contact, right? They've landed, and they've landed in Windsor. 43% of the 1,000 Americans surveyed think that they can secure peace with the aliens. If they can talk to the aliens, they can make peace. I will say I will not be able to.
So,
if they pick me to do the negotiations, y'all might as well say goodbye.
So you get one chance. God, I hope they don't come to one of my Matt's garage parties that night. They're looking to make contact. They're not going to be impressed. Somebody's going to be being held upside down doing a cake stand. Yeah, now, they might be impressed by that.
There's some regular butthole probing out there, though, without the aliens, you know?
Geez, I don't know. Could I talk an alien into a peaceful negotiation? I guess.
I'm not. I'm sabotaging the whole event.
Invite him in, make him a pizza? I mean, what do you...
I'm going to be like, look at these assholes.
Keep moving. Keep her moving. Just say, keep her moving. Nothing to see here.
I've been waiting for you.
Nothing to see here. But then you have to ask, why would an alien come to Earth? So there's like a flip side to that coin. It's like, outer space. Vast.
Is it?
You may not know this. Listen to me. Let me mansplain outer space. Just endless corners of the universe. Well, why wouldn't, if they could come to Earth, why go to all that trouble which explains why they haven't destroyed Earth. Because why wouldn't you just find, if you can come to Earth from wherever they're coming to, why wouldn't you just find another planet and start fresh? If they're, starting a new planet.
Right.
Or establishing a colony.
Well, and like,
why come here? Why bother?
What do we have to offer them?
Right.
Like if they have the technology that they can travel through.
Right. You don't think there's another Earth-like planet out there?
Right. There are. There's Goldilocks planets.
Right.
Throughout, if you use Drake's equation, there's whatever. Anyway, so unless there's a resource that we have here on Earth that they can't find in another planet, what would be the point?
Think of a resource.
Like spices. The good old spice wars. Or whatever. Gold, helium.
Yes, like a fuel, something they would need to fuel their craft, like a pit stop.
Right.
Water.
Right.
But it's probably so far advanced. Why
would they need? Right.
Why would they need it?
Exactly.
Why would they bother?
Like unless there's a natural resource. That's the only reason I can think of that they would come here, which is much like how we invade other countries.
Or we're one of many, many planets that are inhabited in the vastness of space.
Yeah.
We're just like one of, the closest planet star to us, if you traveled, is like 50,000 years away. It's forever. It's forever away.
Yeah.
So, God, we think we're pretty special. I don't think we're that.
Yeah, it took 6,300 years to get to Proxima Centauri.
Oh, yeah, Centauri. I don't think we're that. Maybe we're not that special.
Right.
Maybe we're not all that hot.
And then it's like, I like the confidence that people have, though, to think that, like,
right.
So if they're coming here, they're after something.
Well,
and then you're going to negotiate peace, you drunk piece of crap. Like,
but if maybe they're here for the spotted cow. Maybe that's the missing element.
Totally.
Is spotted cow. Creamy and delicious. Yes. But no, maybe... how many planets out there have humans on them? Or our idea of a human.
Right, we don't know.
There could be a billion of them out there.
So
you don't know anything.
Humans for slaves, I considered that too, but they probably have everything automated.
An alien probably shows up and goes, more of these assholes.
Yeah.
Great.
Totally.
Why bother? They've been there, done that.
Rick says, what about butthole research? What about it, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, there's always that.
Yeah,
I do like the movies. Oh, remember here? This would be a good defense against aliens. Remember Tom Cruise War of the World? Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah.
It was pretty well done. Was that a Spielberg? I thought that was pretty well done.
I think so.
So maybe I always thought that concept was kind of crazy because the aliens or whatever the devices were. They're shooting down on lightning bolts. They died because they were sucking our blood, eating our pureeing our bodies.
Yeah.
And then they got like the flu because we put too much sriracha on our food. So the aliens are a little allergic to potassium sorbate, and they couldn't handle it. And all of a sudden, they just die off.
The NutraSweet that got them.
Too much garlic. Kill them with garlic.
Yeah, dude.
And salt. And oh my God!
I know. I think it's fascinating.
We are so full of our own selves.
Ego is a very powerful thing, my man.
We are such a speck. But I respect the speck. I mean, it's interesting that you can't come to the conclusion, and some people religiously won't, that there's maybe 50 billion other Earths out there with humans on it,
right?
Or whatever stage of evolution there.
Your buddy Mark Hansen that takes the space pictures.
Dude, if anybody knows about aliens, he does.
Yeah. And butthole probing.
I get him drunk when we golf. I feed him shots and try to make him tell me about if he's ever seen an alien.
Yeah.
So far, he's a rock.
Yeah, real close-lipped on that. But his pictures really make you feel small. Like it gives you.
We have one, right?
Right. It gives you perspective of what the hell's going on.
What is that? That's the beginning of time.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's crazy.
I know. So you don't think in that picture right there that we have,
right?
He was nice enough to give us a backlit picture he took from his telescope in South America. But in that picture alone, it's about 2x4.
Yeah.
There are probably how many trillions of stars,
right,
and planets in that picture,
right?
Yeah. Do some.
But there's
some long division and tell me there's not some idiot out there talking about the same crap we are.
Right. Totally.
I dare you.
Totally. It's wild. And perspective is good. And I know you can take it the other way where you're like, well, then nothing matters and I'm going to be a nihilist and an anarchist and whatever. Sure. Or you can take that and be like, look, I have this small, limited time in this small, limited place.
Right.
So I'm going to make the best out of that and help everybody around me too. Like it's interesting where that can take you in your brain when you see that and you feel small. But the ocean will do it for some people too, or the Grand Canyon,
right.
da-da-da-da.
Well, maybe their biology is so different that destroying us. Maybe they're not. Maybe they've tested this planet,
right?
And it's not like the allergy in War of the World. Maybe it's not, a good fit for them.
Right.
Maybe they just don't like it. Maybe they don't like Detroit.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Tell me what you know about potato peelers.
Oh my gosh. Little to zero, nothing. They are handy when you want to peel a potato.
Yeah. Have you ever cut yourself with one?
No.
It sucks.
I was trying to think of the last time I ever peeled a potato. I feel like I used a knife, not a potato peel.
Okay.
But I don't know.
All right.
What am I missing?
Well, we're going to Florida, so you know what's about to happen here.
Good old stabbing.
35-year-old Celia Barrett waltzed into a store in St. Petersburg on Sunday evening and started yelling about getting kicked out of the same store a day earlier. She threatened two workers with a potato peeler.
Nice.
Said she was going to kill one of them.
Nice.
I'm not even sure. I suppose if you stabbed him in the neck, in the jugular, that's probably the only way you can kill him with a potato peeler, right? Because it's not going to be sharp enough to penetrate through, like, your muscular down.
Oh, I think you could. I think
so?
don't most of them come to a point?
Well, but some of them, too, they have, like, the ones I got after I cut myself.
Yeah.
I got the plastic guarded ones.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm pretty fancy. Anyway. But yeah, most of them do cut. It's not like a super sharp point that they come to. It gets better. She also toppled a display of Red Bulls and tore open a carton of cigarettes. She's like the goddamn Tasmanian devil down there, spilling them all over the floor. So of course they called the cops, and she was fully naked when they got there.
Oh no!
This is a goddamn party.
Now it all makes sense.
She also started pleasuring herself in front of the officers.
Yeah.
Hopefully not with the peeler.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She told the cops she had about 6 shots of liquor. I think there's more at play here, ladies and gentlemen.
You have a picture of the...
I do.
For research?
She's facing charges for aggravated assault, disorderly intoxication, trespassing, criminal mischief, and indecent exposure. She looks like somebody that would...
No, I don't need to see her naked.
Well, it's
Thanks.
happening.
Is that E. Jean Carroll? Who is that? No, I don't need to see that. I'll take your word for it.
What in the hell?
I'll take your word she's nuts.
It's a Sunday night. It's the Lord's Day, for Christ's sake.
You're using your potato peeler wrong. It's a weapon. Yeah, no, I think most potato peelers, I got to look at one here. Don't most of them come with a pointy end to it?
I don't know. The old school ones do.
We like mashed potatoes. I like Quick Trip mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Ain't got to mess with anything. Let me see. Petito peeler.
Petito.
I call it the Petito Paler. It's my secret weapon. I keep it in my sock. The Petito Paler. Jesus. Oh, I need a nap.
It's been a long week.
Man, no kidding. It's only Tuesday. Get me out of here. Okay, so there's the one I grew up with. This, just the metal frame.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know. I mean, I think you made somebody bleed with that, couldn't you? Pretty sharp end. Death by potato peeler.
It would take a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The cheap ones are like the basic metal come to a point, but all the other ones are plastic guarded. And if you get like a standard vegetable peeler that's like straight across the top, there's no way. You would have to death by 1,000 grates.
Yeah, I think you'd have to put some work into it. I think. I mean, unless you do just a good shot to the jugular.
Right, or if you're fresh out of prison and you're good at a shanking.
I mean, if I had to, if the zombies were coming and all I had was a potato peeler, I'd probably just give up and surrender at that point.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's like the 22 caliber of kitchen utensils. It might leave a flesh wound, but it's not going to do much.
Okay, so
trying to shoot a bear with a 22.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of all the weapons in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let me see what I can.
Like
do.
I think I would take my cast iron skillet and whack someone over the head rather than trying to stab them.
I like where your head's at.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because stabbing is not as easy as you might think it is. You know. And then you usually 9 times out of 10, the stabber gets cut too.
Yeah.
And no.
We have that round pizza cutter.
Yeah.
You could do something with.
Okay.
I don't know what I do with that. What else? Let's see. Kitchen utensils.
My knife skills are, I mean, they're okay in the kitchen, but that doesn't translate to real life, having to defend yourself or fight off aliens. But I feel like I could do some damage with my cast iron skillet.
Now
and again,
the slotted spoon. Yeah, that's, I guess. Can opener ain't going to do it. Cheese grater. Right across the face.
Oofda.
Right across. Yeah, see, we have that pizza cutter. That's what I'm talking about. It's got the handle.
Yeah.
And then the extension, the round cutter extension. That maybe. The tongs.
That's just good for grabbing butts.
It'd be funny if, like, you had super skills. You could catch a bullet with your kitchen tongs, like
totally.
like Neo. Would that be a useful skill? Let's see. What's that spaghetti sauce stir thing? What's that thing called?
I don't know.
That would be funny. I think the criminal would be laughing so hard. You could distract him while you snuck up behind him with a pan.
Right.
Come at him with a cheese grater. You want some of this?
Oh my God. The cheese grater on the skin gives me heebie-jeebies. I don't like that.
A wine opener. Well, wine opener would be a very
corkscrew, yeah.
very specific. That's after you get them tied up. You threaten them for
What
information.
freaking movie was that just in where she used a corkscrew?
Really?
Yeah, she was trapped in the bunker with the guy. God dang, I wish I could remember what show that was. Yeah. And she used the corkscrew.
If you used, if you got a couple of soup ladles and use them like nunchucks, it's better than having nothing.
Or a rolling pin. Right over. That's blunt force trauma.
The guy robbing your house would be like,
so confused.
He's like, are we having toasted cheese and tomato soup?
You just have to act crazier than the crazy person.
You really have to act crazier than the crazy person. That's exactly correct. That's the key to life. That's the key to life.
It really is.
God. Yeah, but something's better than nothing.
Right.
What would I grab in the kitchen? We have some wine bottles in the kitchen. What do we have in the kitchen right now? We have some wine bottles sitting there. Salt and pepper shaker. I could take the butter and shove it in their eyes.
Make them all greasy.
I have my what else do I have in there?
Yeah, I don't. My cast iron skillet's always on the stove.
I could get under the
So easy to
sink and
grab.
squirt dish soap in her eyes.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff.
I got
under the
chemicals.
sink.
I got chemicals.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm not going to, in the moment, I would not be thinking about that. My kitchen's the only place I don't have my wasp spray. All the other rooms in the house have it. Ready to rock.
Well, hopefully you don't get robbed at dinner time.
Yeah. I'll be like, just have a seat. Let me finish my meal. Christ's sake.
Hi, how's it going?
I got one. How about a handheld whip?
A whip?
Oh, yeah, like for whipping cream, yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant by the spaghetti sauce, sir.
And if you get their hand in there, it's all over.
Yeah, it'd be like Chinese handcuffs. Okay.
And then you come behind with them, whack them.
Okay,
Yep.
I got you. All right, thanks. All right, so that's interesting.
It's like one of my biggest fears in the kitchen is getting my fingers caught in the egg beater. Why is that even a thing? It's not like I'm going to stick my hands in the egg beater, but every time I use it, I'm all like, oh no. Danger alert.
I think if somebody was coming at me with a potato peeler, I think I'd just use my karate skills. I'd just try to roundhouse it out of their hand.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'd use my, or you could go like John Wick and pull the potato peeler into your abdomen. Oh yeah, you're in trouble now. And they're clearly think you're insane.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I could negotiate with a criminal better than an alien.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh my God,
what did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, you like Jelly Roll.
I like the Jelly Roll.
He's at the Rock Fest. He's all over the place. And her Bunny is amazing too.
Yeah, she smells nice.
Wifey poo is very nice.
Smells like cotton candy.
And it's kind of weird. She calls him Daddy all the time, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. But I'm not living with him, so it's fine.
True.
PC
You need to get backstage with him one time.
Yeah.
You'd be in heaven, dude.
And it's weird. This is one of those cases where it's
Smoke rolling out the window.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did you bogart Jelly Roll's joint?
He handed it to me.
Yeah. How was the weed that he smoked?
About killed me.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bunch of...
My friend Patty calls it polio weed.
Polio weed?
She's like, you smoke it, it feels like you got polio.
Oh. Well... no, it was pretty cool. I think it was his own brand or whatever.
Sure, I'm sure.
I don't know where that's at right now.
Yeah.
Marketing wise, but no, man, no, it was an honor. It was great, and I about coughed up a lung and probably a touch of the polio. And but we got out of there alive. I loved it.
Hell yeah. Well, a video resurfaced from last year, Jelly Roll claiming that he's never drank a beer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
That's interesting. I've never seen him drink, although backstage in Chicago, there was a ton of booze.
Yeah. Does Bunny drink at all?
I did not see her drink as well.
Yeah, I don't...
I've just never drank a beer. This is a hot take. I've always looked at beer as men's version of wine. Yeah, it's kind of like something, girls would do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh, I'm drinking a beer. Yeah. When a dude's like, I drink 10 beers, I'm like, or you could have drank 3 shots like a real man.
Well, why limit yourself? I mean, so
you can do all the things.
So I was trying to remember if I saw. I didn't even see anybody in the band really drinking. They were just kind of hanging out smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what's happening these days.
Who was drinking? It's a little foggy.
Because you were drinking.
The air,
polio weed,
the air, and my brain was a little foggy. But no, it was. They were very friendly, and it was a great backstage.
Yeah.
It was a party, man. It was like an old school party.
Yeah.
It was like we were in. This room was huge, and there was probably Bill Michaels. Everybody, there he goes,
dude.
That guy gets better looking every day.
If you want to find out how great he is, just ask him.
And look at him. He's like a taller version of Jelly Roll. No. Let's see. No, it was like an old school party backstage. A lot of people are, things have quieted down.
Oh, yeah.
If there's access at all, but not Jelly Roll. Just, man, doors open, come on in.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had a ball. Everybody just getting along, meeting everybody, talking about music. It was cool, man.
Yeah.
Foggy back room. It's weird going into a room with that much smoke since you can't go into a bar with,
yeah.
you got to go out to the clubhouse to get that kind of activity these days.
Totally.
But no, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. And he's just sitting there talking up a storm. Yeah, that man has the gift of gab.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I watched his testimony on Capitol Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. What I thought was really cute was, so Bunny was behind him, and when he was talking, he was holding on to her shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm his support human. And I was like,
well, that's funny because she took off his shoes.
Yeah.
When he sat down. I don't know if that's
listen to me.
Their routine or
from
whatever,
now on.
Whatever. No. Well, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
I would like you to remove my shoes
right.
every morning.
That's cool.
A little bit of a rub here
Tell
and there.
Jelly Roll that he'll get a kick out of it. No, it was funny. It was just an atmosphere of like old '80s hair band backstage,
right?
Just crazy stuff.
And I think I saw that Jelly Roll is training to do a 5K in May.
He's full of surprises, man.
Yeah,
don't underestimate him.
Totally.
I think he's lost a little weight.
I hope so because, yeah, it would behoove him to slim down a little bit.
Well, it doesn't seem like, he talks, his follow through is great. He's putting these recording studios in prisons. And, he's committed. He's on a mission, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Totally.
So he's putting some purpose, where there wasn't any,
Seems like he's got a great support staff, too. People that have been around him from the beginning, which I think is important. That's why Oprah has Gail. That and they scissor.
Oh. Okay, I like that. Where do I go for that?
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.